today. Here in Houston, we have the actors from the movie and Patrick Wilson, who are going to be joining the director of NASA's Johnson Space Center, Vanessa Wyche, and also Victor Glover, one of our NASA astronauts, talking all about their roles forward to the moon under Artemis. So all of our folks in, let's see. I see you, Victor.
Hey, Cedro, how you doing?
Pretty good. And we have Vanessa with us. We're just waiting for Halle to join us for this Instagram Live.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
How are you guys?
So nice to meet you.
Yes, very nice to meet you.
Waiting on Halle. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you perfectly, loud and clear. We're just waiting on Halle to...
I feel like we're missing a Houston we have a problem joke with Halle right now. I'll avoid it. Well, I'm not going to say it, guys. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. We're just going to wait on her. There she is.
Hello. Hi, guys. Hi. Glad to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you. Thank you for being with us today.
Yeah.
Well, Victor and I are really excited to talk about the movie and talk about the moon, of course. So maybe we could just jump right in and just ask you guys to just tell us about your roles and a little bit maybe about the movie.
Sure, you want to go, Halle?
You go first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I play Brian Harper, who's an astronaut. When the movie opens, we see them on a mission, and they certainly see something extraterrestrial and alien that, without giving too much away, certainly makes them have a pretty miserable day. And then we cut to several years later where Brian's both personal life and professional life has fallen on hard times, and then we see that the moon is indeed coming towards us, and there is a very cataclysmic event that's about to happen in the next few weeks, and our esteemed head of NASA, who's my lovely scene partner here, Halle Berry, enlists me to come and help, and we have to save the world like you do. That's really chill.
Very good, Patrick.
I tried.
That's what happens in a nutshell.
Well, it's exciting for us because we are currently working on a new program to go to the moon. With Apollo, you had men that went to the moon, and this time our astronaut corps is very diverse, and so we're looking forward under the Artemis program of sending women and people of color to the moon as well. So we're pretty excited about that. So I guess maybe for both of you would be, so I looked up your bios, and Halle, I think maybe you were born in, and Patrick, you were born in Norfolk, Virginia. So there's space centers near where you grew up. Did you know about NASA growing up?
I did know about NASA growing up, not because I ever went there, but because, as most little kids learn about it in school, and you learn about the program, you learn about the space program, and, yes, so of course we knew about it. But sadly, I never got to go there as a kid.
For me, I grew up, I was born in Virginia, but I grew up mostly in Florida. And I think like any kid in Florida, certainly in the 80s, when a shuttle took off, we all took notice and we marveled at it. I remember very specifically it would have been 1982 when the Columbia went into orbit, went into space. We would watch it on TV. and then we could run out to our dock. And I grew up in St. Petersburg, so I'm on the other coast. But you could go out to your dock and you could watch it after about a minute and a half come across the horizon. And that all of a sudden made it feel very, very, very personal, because you felt like you were watching it happen. You could watch it on the news. And even though my dad was actually a news anchor, it's hard to really believe something, right, when you're watching it on TV. Then you could literally go outside and see it across the state of Florida go into space. And that just, I will never forget that image, and I never took it for granted.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Halle, for me, I grew up in South Carolina, and there's not a space center nearby. So I really didn't know a lot about NASA. I knew about astronauts, and I knew they went into space, but I didn't know a lot about NASA growing up. And so for me, that's why I'm so super excited about this movie, because I think when people see the movie, it'll bring attention, and then they'll think about, hey, what is NASA doing around the moon mission?
Agreed.
So Victor, I think are you there? Can you? Victor
Yes.
and I are in different rooms, so I can't see him.
I'm back.
So Victor, maybe you can talk about your experiences and how you came to be excited about NASA.
Absolutely. Well, the launches that Patrick was talking about are what captivated me. About when I was 10 years old, I saw a space shuttle launch on television, and unfortunately, I couldn't walk outside and go and then see it, ascending into the heavens. But just seeing it on the news and listening to people talk about how special it was for humans to leave the planet, that's really what planted the seed. And then over the course of the years, graduating from college and then learning to fly in the military, I found that I was, partly down that path. And so I was at an engineering conference and had a chance to listen to our current deputy administrator, Pam Melroy, talk about her mission. And I was just really captivated by how she talked about her teammates and the quality of folks that she worked with, not just the mission they accomplished, but who she was working with. And that's when I decided, okay, I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring and apply and see what happens. And well, a little more than a year ago, I got to go to the International Space Station for 167 days, and it was amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh, what was that like?
Wow.
What was that like?
Oh, how long do we have?
Well, I know. Okay, so I'm going to be more specific. What was the best part of it for you?
I get asked that question a lot, and I'm hedging here, but because you're not going to like this answer. The best part of it was the whole thing. The great things and the bad things. Space makes hard things easy, but it can make easy things hard. Like pulling one battery out of a bag full of batteries. They all want to float out, right? And so, but you know what? When it was happening, I would think to myself, 6 months from now, this isn't going to happen, and I won't be able to fly. So, I'm going to enjoy it. But it was, watching the sunrise and set, working with my crewmates and a team of folks all over the world to build parts of the space station outside on a spacewalk. Conducting research with university and student partners from all over the world. I mean, integrating that entire experience over those 168 total days I spent in space. One of them was in our spacecraft on the way up and back. That entire experience was just truly unreal. And then all the outreach, being able to speak to the vice president and a bunch of kids in schools all over the world. It was just an amazing experience and really something, hopefully it is motivating to young kids to pursue STEM, because it really was an amazing event.
Well, I want to thank all of you for joining us today. I know you have a very busy schedule, but for all of those who are watching, make sure you tune in to nasa.gov to watch all of our upcoming missions and to check out what's happening at the home of human spaceflight here in Houston, Texas. Thank you all for your time today.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good luck, Patrick.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Victor. Congrats.
Great talking to you.
Congrats, guys.